Okie dokie then. There we go with the Ajilis hammock bivy. I'm going to be sleeping in this for the next couple of nights. And the top feels pretty dry. The pad's pretty dry. And there's that water. I just cannot figure out where it comes from. It's not a lot this time, but it is some. It looks like it's running on up here. Yep. I believe that's my problem. These end caps, I believe that's what's doing it. That looks like the zipper is over here. I'm not going to blame the zipper. The water runs all the way up and into these end caps. Okie dokie then. I thought that might have been the problem, and I believe that's what it is. Got to figure out some way of fixing that end cap. And before I invest any more money in it, I'm assuming from my last investigation of seeing the water run from them tips that it's the webbing. I've never have been too pleased with the webbing. It seems like it's a little too stretchy. So I was thinking I might get some amp steel or something and replace it if I keep the hammock and want to keep messing with it. So what I did is I split the webbing. I've put a carabiner on each side. Add me a drip line to it. Then put plastic all the way from here to the ends. I've zip locked the ends a little bit tighter. I got the plastic on there, and then I took me some Gorilla Tape, and I even went as far as covering the plastic with Gorilla Tape to make sure the wind doesn't blow any rain in. I'm going to put a little piece of Gorilla Tape right here at the bottom. We're going to let that run through a couple rainstorms and see what happens there. I really believe that's what's happening, is that I believe the webbing material is just absorbing so much rain, and the rain's just running right on down and going right through the end. It's filling up in this little caps that they have on here, and it's filling up and just dumping into the hammock. I just wanted to point out why I keep working with this hammock. If you can see, you get quite a bit of room inside here. You can stretch out pretty far. It's got a good concept. You see, that's an arm's length ahead of me. I can get about 3/4 ways up before I hit the bug netting. But I don't have to really sit up to look out. The bug netting actually comes down far enough on the sides to give real good cross ventilation. So as you can see, here's my shoulder, there's the top. That part works out really good. There's the green netting on top. As you can see, it's pretty fine. I would probably have preferred it to be black, but the green works out all right. There's where your bow goes around. And that's these little pockets, which are taped. Like I said, overall, they've made a real good start on this design. Oh yes, I also want to mention, when you unzip that bug net and everything, see it just folds down to a regular hammock. You ain't got a problem there. You can either put your feet up on that stuff, or you can remove that centerpiece. It's actually the most comfortable. Just leave that on your feet. Just go like that. That works out the best. A little pocket for your feet, and I guess that's pretty good. A little bugs don't get on your feet. And you got a clear view of the skies. Okie dokie then. As you can see, I obviously had a pretty good rainfall here. There's that old outside pocket again. Completely Get that empty. We'll even look. Grip line's pretty darn wet. Yeah, Gorilla Tape net looks kind of dry. Pockets are not full. Last time I did this, checked these pockets were full of water. This time they're not. Grip lines are soaking wet. All right. None of it could have blown in through here because the Gorilla Tape held up there. So here we go. This is as dry as can be underneath here. It's worked out good. I closed off that. The rain definitely was coming in a big time through that webbing, which it does not. This is as dry as can be. Now I got a problem with the pullouts. This ain't a lot of water, but as you can see, there's enough to ruin your day. You'll probably fill up a shot glass with it. And what it seems like is these tape sections on each side at the bottom of the... And that's also where both of these splits are in the top. Somewhere in these corners, rain comes down and gets on the inside that way too, just about a shot glass worth. It could be where these toggles are, somewhere in the seam of the bow. So I'm going to put sealer on there and replace that webbing. And at that point, it might finally become a waterproof hammock bivy. We definitely cleared up the side parts. That eliminated the big puddles. That webbing definitely brings in a lot of water. So once we replace that and put a little bit of seam seal on that bow, we'll be giving it its final testing. I'm thinking that's going to do it. Alrighty then. See you in the woods. Take care.